Hey, so how are you all? Folks, I'm really glad to be back with you. First thing first, I just want to make sure that you can hear me because I made a few changes here to my setup. So I may be speaking and you can hear me. So if you please help me to confirm here on the comment section that you can hear me, that you can see me, and that everything is going smoothly with the stream, then we can start. I see some comments here uh, from He-Man X3. Let's connect. Yeah, sure. You can find me as Alberto47 in every social media, and in LinkedIn specifically, it's Alberto Camarena, just like that. Hello, hello. 404, hi, nice to see you back. Annie Pauli, Annie Pauli, hola, hola, Silver Shade. So, Silverware, I can hear you and see you. Amazing. All good. Hey, Alberto. Yeah, we can hear you and see you. Just brought to say hello. Fortunately, we're gonna stay with the live. Yeah, sure. You can always watch the recording later. I love your jacket. Thanks. It's getting too much cold here on Mexico City. I don't know why. It's very cloudy and I think it's going to be rainy all day. So since I wake up, it's been a lot of cold to me. So thanks, you're really hacking for providing us these jackets. Caption. Hola Alberto. Hello. Hola. 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 Ralph. See the start of the day over there. Yeah, I mean not too much in the morning. It's 9 a.m. for me. I wake up like 6 a.m. to finish some work, get this preparation done for the stream, and since there, yeah, lot of cold. Um, so what time is it for you? I think in India it's like really late. No, maybe not that late, like 6 p.m., almost 9 p.m. Okay, yeah, big difference. It's 12 hours for you and me. Let's see what time is in India. I'm just getting curious. It's almost 9 p.m. In Delhi. Oh yeah, 9:30. So big time differences. But yeah, I feel like it's been a long time since I was here with you. So I'm really, really glad to be back. I don't know why, to be honest, because if I check my calendar, the last stream I had was November. No, it was October 20. So yeah, almost a month since I've been here. So really nice to be back and to see some familiar faces and to see new faces. Well, not faces, but handles. I don't know. So, well, let's get started, right? You all know why we are here. This is the Global Hack Week career theme. And since many of you have built amazing portfolios, amazing projects, you have things to share with the community, things to share with possible um, people that will employ you. So the question is, where's the best place to show that? Like, do you have personal pages? Like, let me know in the comments if you do have a personal page, like to show your projects, your portfolio, but also your blog post, things you read, that you wrote, um, all those kind of things. For me, the truth it is that I have trying to do that since long time. I think it was like the first thing I wanted to do when I started with web development. But um, well, the truth is I haven't. I don't know why. I kind of feel like I lack of the design, like ability to design my own page. I don't know. I don't want to just randomly put stuff. I want it to be designed. I want it to be amazing. Like I want to include 3JS things, to include three model designs, make it an interactional web page. I don't know, lots of things in my mind, but the truth is that I haven't, and that's been like 5 years for me in web development, and I think it's a really good practice to have one. So that's why you are going to join me in my way to build my personal portfolio, where I'm going to start putting my projects, the things I built, that they are already shown up on GitHub. Uh, I'm going to include a section for a blog post that also I wanted to start it, but I haven't. I tried with, what was the word for this? There was like it's not Dev.io, it's another but a specific page just for blog posting and writing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember, but I tried to use it. Then they started like implementing this payment system where you cannot read anything but unless you pay like the full subscription. So I kind of quit when I realized that. Um, Plus, I want to include a section for me for well, you know me, I am a photography enthusiast, so I take a lot of pictures, and I want to display them on my portfolio, well, on my personal webpage. So yeah, that's what we are going to do right now. I see here from Polly. Nope, I don't. I've been trying to, but I am procrastinating. Yeah, it's the same for me. I've been procrastinating for a long time. Himax. it's the Next.js beginner friendly class. Yeah, it will be a Next.js beginner friendly. You won't need to. I won't expect you to be professionals, like yeah, to have previous knowledge on Next. You will be we will be building from a template. I found that it's open source. I think it's very eye catching, like it's really nice. We are just going to modify certain things at the beginning, then I'll be adding this plus section for my specific case, sorry. And in this case, I want you to take the template, modify it with me, have like the basics, and then with time on yours, like fully on yours, you can identify whatever fits better for your specific persons. Like I said, for example, in me, I want to add these not only the projects and the blog post, but I want to add the pictures for showing the photos I've taken over the years. I don't know if you are well, if you blog write blog posts, we have the blog section. Let me think of a better example. I don't know, if you're more focused on design, you can add more design sections, like for adding not just the designs, but the storytelling of that, or no, I don't know, the components. It's up to you, right? Whatever fits better your preferences. But yeah, the first steps, the things we need to modify for having these up and running, it's beginner friendly. You don't need to understand fully what Next is doing. Next is a great tool. I recommend you to learn it further, more in depth. I mean, but in this case, you just need to edit text, thinking of that way. And Next is that easily that even with that, you need to just to edit, like instead of Alberto Camarena, you put He-Man X3, and that's your name, right? So it's your handle. It's up to you. You need to connect with your account and etc. Uh, but yeah, I plan a lot of overthinking and I ended up doing nothing at all. I'm all pumped. I know React, yes. So if you know React, you're almost done with whatever thing you need to do here for this Next.js framework. Uh, the more advanced things like server side render, I don't know, like the routing things, like optimizations, storage, and those, well, learn in another workshops. I think David, my fellow from Mexico, have run a lot of Next.js here. Well, and a lot of workshops from Next.js here on Global Hack Weeks. So take a look on the Twitch and recall for those workshops. How much we'll be exploring Next.js today? Not that much. As I was mentioning, we are only going to use Next.js as our tool to get to the portfolio. But the main thing here is the portfolio, like the good practices, like the things you want to show up in what orders, and how to connect with your GitHub profile, so we can um, live show like what are you building, what things are you working on, your commit, like your stars activities and those kind of things, right? So not much exploring Next.js, but having Next.js as a tool, right? um, I know, yes, but no frameworks in this video helpful for me. Yeah, because you have the ability of taking advantage of your knowledge of, yes, of JavaScript without having to do all things manually, like building the components and doing the interaction, etc. Just again, as I was saying, taking an open source template and modifying with your existing JavaScript knowledge to display the things you want to show to the public, right? Is it a good thing to build a portfolio without having many live projects? Yeah, for sure. I mean, you are going to build this, and then you are going to be adding more and more and more. As I was saying, I wanted to start this since I first time started with the web development, and that was almost 5 years ago, and I haven't done it. At the beginning, I probably hadn't the enough projects to make this big portfolio. At the moment, I sure I don't have. I'm not being focusing on building projects since I kind of have the luck of started working in really early. Like I hadn't to I hadn't the chance to make so much projects on my own, but I will mention on all my experiences developing. Right, so you can add the projects you have plus the experience. I don't know if you have like experience giving a workshop or you attend a conference or those kind of things that you can put in your portfolio. It's mostly a Python and Java, but I'm exploring GS React. Yeah. Um, So, if you're wondering, like, if you came with different backgrounds, you are not a web developer experience, this workshop for sure will be helpful. For example, if you're already a web developer, you can do this like with your own means. You don't need to have me here explaining what to do. Like you just do whatever you do every day and build a web page. But in this case, it will not be for a customer; it will be for you. But if you're not a web developer, here, for example, mostly Python and Java, so sorry, you can take more advantage of this workshop because we will take step by step on how to build a portfolio to show your work online. So that's best practices, right? So yeah, not need to be an expert on Next.js. We will not focus on exploring Next.js on this workshop. We will more focus on the portfolio thing, on the career topic here. Um, this helps for web developers and non-web developers. I will say mostly for non-web developers, to be honest. Uh, so yeah, let's get our hands on this. I'm going to start sharing my screen. So I'll thank you if you can help me. Okay, um, just a second. Okay, here we are. Right. So first thing first. Oh, oh, okay. Second of that. Ready. Okay, I know I mentioned that we are not focusing on Next.js, but it is important that we know the tool we are going to use. So, if you haven't heard of Next.js, I think, in my opinion, is the strongest framework for React. Remember, React it's technically not a framework, it's a library. But yeah, you can build on top of that. And there's Gatsby and there's Next.js and, well, lots more, right? So React, sorry, Next.js is the React framework for the web. What does it has, or what it's so important? Well, it has built-in optimizations, dynamic HTML scanning. It gives you support for a lot of CSS frameworks like Style.js, Tailwind, which we are going to use today. It has one of the things I like the most about Next.js, it's that it's an end-to-end implementation. Like, it's a tool for front end and back end, so allows you to do a lot of data fetching. And, well, it's very good in that. It has middleware, it supports road handlers. uh, it comes with a turbo pack, a speedy web compiler, and, well, plus with React, right? Plus, it gives you the advantage that you can get your product up and running, thanks to the templates. And it's a tool from Vercel, so it comes very handy to deploy this on Vercel, to be honest. If you want to learn more, you just need to copy. Sorry, I'm going to share the link here with you. Next.js.org. You just need to come here and check it out. Lots of people use this. They have a dedicated showcase section for this. And, well, let's take a look to the templates I was mentioning, right? So if we go to the search bar, we can here find showcase, docs, blogs, analytics, template, and enterprise. Plus, they have a really good section on learning Next.js. That it's a really nice guide that gives you the tools to create your own blog post, right? So the templates. With the templates, we have ones created by the same person, but others. Let me look for example. For example, this one, Black City, Last City. So, for example, this is a template from Black City, but it's in the Vercel page, so it is. You can take it as official. And why it's important that the officiality or the being here, because once you are here, you can access these templates by creating. If you come from React, you must know, like, the create the package, right? The npx create React app. Well, we have the create next app, and here I have it opened. Like, you have this create next app, and you can add things like the, well, the you can use npm, you can use pmp, you can use yarn, you can use bond. And this is really amazing. This is really, like, up to date, because bond is really new, to be honest. And I like to see how it's already being well implemented on lots of amazing projects like this, create next app. But you can add the example, and if you don't add the example, you will have just the boilerplate, like the base Next.js boilerplate the Vercel team made for us. It's nice, but it doesn't give you anything, to be honest. It's just like, hey, you can do this with Next, but no more than that. For example, the next one is the image gallery. I for sure can take advantage of that, again, with the photography thing, but it is not something I want to do specifically, right? So I just don't want to create an image gallery and then on that start building a portfolio. That's the other way. I want to start the portfolio, like, with the template, and on that start building image gallery. So we have the portfolio section, and to be honest, they have just three examples. The first one it's created by the person team, and it's really flat. I don't recommend this unless you need like, well, you want to skip the initiating a new next project, and you want like zero flavor portfolio, and then you want to add it, right? The next one they have, it's kind of cool. The This created by Lee Robinson, which is the VP of product or engineering. I don't know. I can't remember. uh, DP of developer experience at Vercel. It's cool, but not what we're looking for. This last one, I mean, like you can come here and build a demo. It's nice, but I think it's too minimalistic for a web developer. And in this case, I want you to have like more chance to go from a web developer experience or a graphic designer, or well, we mentioned that this is more for not web developer experience. Sorry, so not for web developer. So if someone from the one who was asking like Java and whatever, let me look, and Python can come here and explore more. So in this case, no template made from or official template for us. I just wanted to mention this because I think it's really cool and a good way to start. So let's close this. What else? Well, they have in the doc section like what you can do with the Create Next app, what is useful, the interactive things they have, and the non-interactive things, as just mentioned. Like you can use BOM, you can use the example paths. But let's close this. Uh, sure. How do you ensure you can use the next Create Next app with the templates? It has to be here on the Next.js official repository on the examples. And for example, uh, we were talking about this blog, which is the portfolio starter kit, and you can run npx or yarn or pmp create next app / example blog, which is the name of this, and the path is my blog, right? So that's it. That's how you can do it with official template. But in our case, we're not going to use an official template. We are going to use a really good open source template I found. Uh, this, for example, is the example of the flat one I was just mentioning, the portfolio starter kit by the Versal team. This is how it looks. Good Versal aesthetics, but it might not be for us right now. This is another one. This is not the one we are building, but I think this is a really good example of a personal portfolio. Same color line, has this like really nice animation. uh, this person has even a newsletter. This has post. They have a blog section. For the person who was asking me if like having not enough projects, it's a good practice to creating your portfolio. Well, for example, this, I think Steven, yeah, this guy has only two posts, but he has a blog post section, so it doesn't matter that it's just one. You can add that, or you can leave it in blank. Well, if it's in blank, you may hide it, but then when once you have at least one blog post or at least one project, you can add this and be proud of it. It doesn't matter. It's not like you don't need to be like three, four, five, six, seven, or thousands of projects. Be proud of what the ones that you build, right? For example, here he has four projects. Uh, for me, that's really good. Like he has too much projects, and the part of having them online, you don't need to have all your projects deployed like in a live demo thing. It's nice to have them, but to be honest, uh, hosting all of them can be hard, even if you don't have like a GitHub Pro account, and if you don't, uh, and you're a student, you're missing that chance because you have the GitHub Developer Pack all time you're a student, and that includes GitHub Pro, and that means lots of GitHub pages, no unlimited GitHub pages. Um, but yeah, we were talking about this portfolio thing. Look, I found an issue. I haven't realized this, but look how this Zeta index it's on top of everything. I think this should be like this one, like getting blur on the header. Okay, we can report that. Okay, but again, I just want you to take the look on this as a good example. This is not the wall we're building. Let me show you the one we are building, and it's from a developer called Chitan Beram. So if you're watching this or you know the developer, Chita Beram, congratulations! Like you did a really amazing job, and we are about to contribute our open source this project. Um, Here I have the repo. I fork from the Chitambara one, but let's return to this. Let me share it with you the repo, and I'm going to take advantage of this moment to read some comments because I see I have some comments. Okay. Meanwhile, you look for this repo and go to this link. I am going to read some comments. Hmm. You can add more projects later, or yeah, exactly. You can add your more projects like that, or simply share the screenshots, or share a link to the repo where they're where you store all the information. Um, Festive season here in India, not able to follow property. Oh, that's amazing. What are you celebrating? Like, for example, my nearest celebration here in Mexico, I think is Revolution's Day. Uh, I'm not sure. I will check. Yeah, Revolution's Day on November 20. So I'm not working next Monday. I am going to use YouTube for live. Please check out also YouTube comments. Yeah, for sure. I always check up on YouTube comments. But to be honest, the most comments I have are from Twitch. So that's an interesting uh, statistics. The Wall is going on. Beaches Festival in India. Okay, a lot of fireworks and lights. Amazing. So, if you don't mind, share photos with us on the Discord so we can all be part of that. Okay, returning to the stream. Here's the link. Here's the portfolio. Here's the repo. So React portfolio template, and this is tagged as a public template. So if you got here, you can see there's create new repository from this. So it's a really nice way to fork like synthetic sugar. Uh, Kudos to Cheetah Bram for making this so accessible. We need to take a look to the README. They have a live demo of this. This is the one I was sharing with many projects, really cool. Um, an about section, and I like not only the UI of this, but this thing he do with the cursor, like making it like if it was an iPad. Well, I related to that. I don't know if it's the main idea here, but I it feels right. It fits good. Huh. The live demo. He has a demo video for this YouTube channel, blog, features. They talk about the modern stack. This is Next.JS exploit Tailwind CSS. We mentioned the Tailwind integration with Next. Very cool. For those who didn't know, Tailwind it's this CSS library, I would say. It's a minimal design. It's very used to browse, very used to customize. This is why I really choose this because I think it's true. It's really good. It's really easy to customize. It has a dark mode, so let me show you this. This is the bright mode, and this is the dark mode. And I really like both. I have no problems, but for the sake of my eyes, I'll be using the dark mode. So it has sections. It has the header, the works, the services. So really cool. It has a how to contribute section. Remember, this is open source, and it has a thank you section for the contributors. So I recommend you, I enhance you to, yeah, I enhance you to be part of these contributors. So if you didn't like something or you like to add more features, more sections, more things, come here and in some days, in some time, I'll visit this repo again. I hope to see you, one of your names here. Uh, and if you do get your portfolio with this, think of buying Chitan a coffee. Like it's a really good practice, and that's how you can also support open source, right? So, well, if you have already created a new repository, if you haven't, sorry, come here and use this template, create a new repository. You can select your name you want, and here we'll say that you're cloning this repository from the Chitan template, make it public, add a description, and then hit create. I already done that, so I'm going to close this. And here's my repo generated from the Cheetah ones, right? So same README, same everything. I just need to code, copy. I use SSH. If you don't use this, you use another type of authorization methods for GitHub. Do it on yours. Copy, paste this on my terminal. I come here, I git clone to this, and I move. I open VS Code with the code command. If you haven't realized how to do it, it's with code command. So this is my code, VS Code ID ready. If you need me to make bigger the icons and the text, just let me know in the comments. I'll I will make this size. Um, Let me maybe 21 for you. Okay, I think you can read this easily. Oh yeah, sorry. Um, I just see a comment here. Yes, please make it bigger. Please slow down a bit so we can follow. If you need me to wait, I can do it totally. Meanwhile, I can read more comments. We have to clone this repo. Yeah, exactly. You need to clone this repo. Actually, it's forking it. So yes, please. This is another example of a great portfolio using Next.js. Thank you for sharing. I'll take a look at this. Um, Meanwhile, you're getting up with this. I'll take a look to the one Manacodes just shared us. github.com slash shop age 73 slash devfolio. Let's see the dive demo. Okay, great animation this far. Okay, yeah, this looks nice. Good animations. I like the sense of scrolling here. Oh, I was hoping this to get open. Should I click? No. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Contact. Okay, yeah, this was really cool. The things I add. Well, of course, feel free to make your portfolio whatever you want. Uh, I shouldn't choose this for the for the class today because I think this should require more knowledge of Next.js, plus having the abilities to change some designs here, for example, like not just any picture can fit this card. Well, not all. Oh, medium was the one I was talking about. Um, yeah, not. We can just take this project and change our name here, and that's good. Okay, that will be more difficult, but yeah, it is a really good portfolio. Thanks for sharing, Manacode. Um, yeah, so if anyone wants to take this, they have a forking section. So I'm guessing this is all already open source. Remember, I choose this one because it is already a template, so forking it more easily. It's like more uh, basic knowledge for editing this. But yeah, good comment. Thank you. Does it looks good if I'm using somebody's template to create my portfolio? Yeah, well, it depends. If you checked at the portfolio, many of them, like for example this you shared, it is a portfolio focused for being personal, and in the fork section they mentioned like, hey, you can take this for inspiring you, but I won't feel well, I'm not sure if that is on yours, the one you mentioned, but the ones I checked, for example, many of them where that have this section and they say like you can use this and fork for inspiring you, and if it is a personal thing, I don't matter if you use this, but it is more like entrepreneur things and things like that. I won't feel comfortable, so please don't. Remember, if they made it open source, it's for us to inspire us. But for example, this one, it's specifically a template. So we take this as base and start building on top of that. So the main thing of having this template is avoiding doing all the configuration, having a very nice, well, template to start iterating, to add more things, to change things, etc. So if you just copy and paste, I will say it depends on which project you're talking about. Most of them, I will say no. This specifically one, you just change your name, add your things, it's okay. But I encourage you again to do more. So nice question, thank you. Hey, what's up? Hello, Alberto. Can't attend the stream, just came here to say hi. Thank you, Skitty24. Hi. So do you think it makes sense to make a personal profile in BCHS stack like OpenBSD, CHTTP, SQLite? Um, to be honest, I'm not familiar with the stack. And I will say, why not? Like, you have a strong opinion on this, or you have any good reason that it will not make sense? Because other than that, I, I, I mean, like, choose your preference stack. It doesn't matter. You're the one maintaining this project, and if at some point you realize, like, okay, this is a pain, or now I have to migrate this, or things like that, or on your architecture, well, that's on you completely. Um, but yeah, choose whatever fits better for you. Like, if it's what you are more fluent in, like this your domain, well, okay, go ahead, do it with that stack. It is necessary to first link to technology truly and then starting coding with Next.js, or just learn while coding. I'll say just learn while coding. And not only with Next.js, you can do it this same with every technology you want to try. Don't let not knowing stop you or prevent you for experimenting. Um, it's a different thing if you want to profit your projects. Uh, for example, like saying, "Hey, I'm an expert on this," and you don't, and charging anyone for that work, and knowing you may not be doing best practices. Okay, that's a more ethical thing. But for personal reasons, like if you, for example, you would just want to start building your portfolio, or you want to make a project to learn something, well, that's the main idea, right? Start coding so you can get more uh, experience in that, or yeah, uh, materializing your knowledge. So yes, start coding while learning. Please slow down a bit. Okay, yeah, I tried to slow down and make this pause with the comments, sorry. SLC the army, are you good to go? Like, everyone has forked this repo. Now you should have like your own profile slash the name of the repo generated from the Chitam repo. All has this. All people here in the stream, or at least the ones trying to follow me, has this. Or you need a hand with something? Let me check in the comments. Yes, please make it bigger. I do. Like, is this bigger enough, or you need them more bigger? Uh, Please provide the link to the repo. It's here. Mm, mm, mm. It's this one, GHW 16 React Portfolio Template. Hmm. Please provide. Huh. No, it's not this one, Polly. This is the one Manacodes shared with us, but the one I'm following is the one from Cheetah. There's already button select about the lab, then it will open. Yeah, this one. Yeah, thank you. Or not using the original bird same templates. I think the three they have are one too much flat, the other one not good UI enough, and the third one not for it's too dark, like I like it, but personally I don't want it to be my portfolio, but it's up to you. Like, you can take whatever you want. It's the same that we talked before. Like, just make sure the repo it's okay on you to cloning it, like to forking it and making your own personal portfolio from it. uh, and that's good. Also, does it reflect badly upon us if we fork another portfolio as template? Well, we talk about this. The answer is it depends on the portfolio. It depends on the repo you fork. If the repo specifically says, yeah, it's good, so then all good. In this case, for example, it's a template, so it's saying it's good. I look any other repos that has please just inspire on this, uh, not actually copy and paste this, or not just fully fork this. Um, so yeah, it depends on the licenses on the repo, and that's it. The truth is that many of the people that is going to watch our portfolios are not technical persons, so they will only see like the deployment, the page. They will not look for the repo. Talking about people who's recruiting on enterprises, like the HR people. So yes, it's likely bigger, please. Yeah, no problem. Is this good, or I can change it if you want me to do it bigger? It depends. If you are showcasing your friend skills, yeah, and you use template, well, that probably become an issue. But well, okay. Yes, and good. No, yeah, I agree with 404. Um, okay, sure. So I think we are good to go. Uh, we forked this. This is all repo now, generated from the one from GitRam, and we need to start editing this. So how we do this? We go here on the README, and it has how to section, clone this report, run yarn dev. I actually not a big fan on yarn, so I'm going to do this with npm. So let me open my terminal, and on terminal run npm init, or run yarn. Sorry, not npm init, it's npm e. Oh, can resolve major issues of npm. Ah, no, It's just a notice. Hmm. Let me see. Unable to resolve dependency tree, React portfolio, template from. Oh, yeah, I know what's happening. This is a dependency thing. So let's just use this flag, which is npm e slash lot legacy peer depths. And let's take a look to the package.json. Next step. Next, after this, we are going to run npm run dev. And then we can start modifying. Come on, come on. Mm. In the time we wait, I wanted you to see like this really nice Tumblr I got from GitHub Universe. I just came back from the GitHub Universe, and I just want to say it was a really nice experience. I love all the environment on the GitHub. Like they have a really good, how to say, what's the word for this? Um, ecosystem. I don't know. Like all they are too friendly. Okay, we have this. So now we can npm run that, and everything's fine. We can go to our local host. No, this no new one. Localhost 300, and we have our project up and running. Hello, I'm Chitabaran, and then we can start modifying this, right? Okay, for those who are not familiar with Next.js project structure, we can start exploring this. In your pages, you can see there's an app. So this is really how the React components works. Edit, same, like you don't put much attention on this yet. Um, and the index, this may we want to take a look for this. Uh-huh. Use isomorphic layout, return a class with cursor, data node name. So let's take a look at this data profile.json. So how this works, it takes the data from the JSON file. If we go to the data store here, we can see the data copy and the portfolio. So let's start editing this. First, I'm going to change the name of this. Oh, I'll make it a little bigger, I think. Portfolio. original, uh, copy, paste it, portfolio copy, and we can change this to Alberto. For sake purposes, I just want to show these changes, so I'm going to add things that I normally would not add to my personal portfolio, but I want you to take a look at this. So I'm Alberto Camarena front-end developer and coach at the Major League Hacking. You see how this autocomplete? Well, I have Copilot. If you haven't heard of it, it's a really nice tool from GitHub that allows you to autocomplete, ask for code. They are releasing now that Copilot chat, and well, uh, sorry. We have here on the comments David Lazaro, which is the coach I was mentioning that gives amazing Next.JS workshops here at the Global Hack Week. So say hi, David, to all our fellows. And I'm taking advantage of this to see if we have more comments. What command did you run? Well, I run two. The first one was for installing the dependencies, was npm, but I realized this specific project has a dependencies issue, so I had to add the flag legacy per depth. Let me show you. Here at the README, I modify. So run npm from install or install just full legacy peer depths, and now the output of that command should show you that you added lots of packages, um, tell you more about the vulnerabilities the project have, and just that's all. Then you need to run npm run dev. Let me add it here. Yeah, you see how Copilot rules, right? I didn't have to type anything. Copilot already knows that I'm trying to add npm information to this. But yeah, npm run dev. That were the comments. Git changes by git ignore. Um, what do you mean? What it changes 509 by npm? uh, it changes. I'm thinking that if you mean changes, you run first the npm install without the legacy per deps flag, and it added you some packages. But once you run it with the legacy per deps, it changes them. It's okay to ignore. Mm, only if you run npm run dev and the project runs. Okay. Um, here's the comment from David. What to do in Git? No, okay. So Remember, run these two, and if you run these two and then go to the local host, you should see this one. So if you see this one, we are good. Uh-huh. So I'm still changing this. Front-end developer in Nida, base and coach. Ryan, forgive me. Coach with C, big C. In CDMX, Ciudad de Mexico, Mexico. Show block true, dark mode true. We can disable this, but we don't want this. So very cool feature of this, it all information comes from this JSON, so we don't need to go out to the templates and modify them. No, no, no. We just need to go here and say, hey, my handle is Alberto47. My link is then it's, I think it's Alberto Camarena Dev. I'm not sure. I will check this. My Twitter it's same Alberto 47. Blog. I can hide this. No, I can't. Okay. Um, my mail it's Alberto at camarena.me. My blog. I don't have a blog, so I'm good to take this off. Projects, I'll modify this in a second. Services, I'll modify this in a second. And resume, I'll change that I'm a software mechatronics engineer student. I'm a front-end developer. Uh, major league coach. I'm a mechatronics engineer student at APM. I'm a front-end developer at Bigo. I'm a major league hacking coach and a campus expert. Sure, description. Okay, we can uh, get more information about this, but first, I want you to check at the output. I'll remove this file and I'll change the name of this one, portfolio.json, and I can now rename this as original portfolio.copy. Okay, let's take a look at the output. Hello, Global Hack Week. I'm Alberto Camarena, front-end developer and coach at the Major League Hacking based on CDMX, Mexico. I don't know. I kind of didn't like the output of this. Maybe just front-end developer. I'm front-end developer based in CDMX, Mexico. Yeah, I like this. So remember we changed the URLs from this. So if I click this, it's supposed to take me to my GitHub profile, and it does. You see? Quick draw, YOLO. Okay. Um, I need to update my README. I just realized that. Let me see because I cannot remember my LinkedIn profile. For sure, if you want to connect, you can find me here at this. So no issues at all. Alberto. Okay, I'm just copy and paste this. Come on, come on. Ready? So if we come back, change this link. So change made. Come back here and hit LinkedIn. And now my LinkedIn it's open. Yeah, thanks. Uh, I'll see some comments here. Uh-huh. Daniela Manosolino, it's available on YouTube. What do you mean? Oh, sorry, I missed this comment. Like, where is going to be available recording of this session? Yeah, on YouTube, but YouTube and Twitch because I see you're watching us on Twitch. So once I'm done with this and the broadcast, you can watch the recording here on Twitch. When I run, I get error invalid. Okay, this is weird. Did you run npm run dep or next step? Well, it's the same because if you look the package JSON, you can run npm run dep or node next dep, which it's almost the same, right? Um, but yeah, I recommend you to run npm run dep. That's the script for next dep. So try it and let me know. Next, it's not com a command for you because you didn't install Next globally. We were only using Next in this specific project. So that's why it's important to use npm run dep. So that opens the script for running Next dep internally. Um I think the other thing you can do is MPX, but that's just finding other ways to do the same. Stick to npm run dep, and if that throws you the error, please first make sure that all your dependencies are installed. How do you make sure of that? Well, run npm just npm without the legacy per deps. Just make sure to run npm install or npm e. this, the error seems to be because of Next.13. It is an experimental feature that doesn't allow. Well, for me, I'm using Next 12. Yeah, so we also need to install Next if we don't have it, right? No, no, no. You don't need to focus on installing anything in particular. That's why you are using npm e. Okay, this might be an issue. First, I am going to open a new terminal. Okay, and here, let me make this bigger. So you see this, right? Clear. Okay, if you see, it's my name and then this character, right? This means I'm on home. What does that mean? If I click ls, it shows me the applications big menu, desktop, developer, documents, all the files I have on home. Then I should move to the file I have the project cloned. So how I do that? That's two ways of do it. If you want to do it full terminal, this is the way. If you want to do it on your file manager, whatever it's Finder, if you're using Mac or the Windows Explorer, I can't remember the name of it, but it works the same. If you're using Linux, you know more than me. So um, in terminal, you hit cd. I remember I cloned my project in a folder called developer test. Well, in a folder called the folder is called global highway career, but that's inside test, and test is inside developer. And here I can find global highway career. So here I am. I see this project called global highway career portfolio. Here, if well, for me it looks like this. I'm seeing that I'm on the main branch, that my package it's 3 version, and I'm using node 18. But I configure my terminal to look like this, so I can have a more visual guide. For you, you have for your terminal, you can make sure of this clicking ls with the command la, and you need to see a .git folder. If you see the .git folder, that's anything you need. Now, here, but only here, you can type npm e. Then that installs you all the information and all the packages and all you need to run the project inside this file called package.jsons. And package.jsons already tell us that we are going to use gray matter, which is the package, which is the package we use to read information from the data store and load it into our HTML. We are going to use Next, and Next uses React, and we need to use React DOM, React Markdown, the parsers for the numeris, POC CSS, Tailwind CSS, all these packages that the project requires to run are installed by running npm e. You may need the flag legacy peer depths to install it in full, but only in the same directory or only in the same spot that it's your project hosted. How do you make sure of this? With the command pwm. Oh, no, it was p. Ah, no, pwd. Sorry, pwd. And here you say users slash Akamaya, which is my computer's name, slash developers slash test slash career slash and the name of the folder. That's where I clone my repository. Now we are good on this point. Run it this way, and you should have visually here on Visual Studio Code on the folders a new folder called Node Modules. Node Modules includes all the packages uh, for the project, right? So if you're new in web development, this is a really common way to work. Uh, I want you to let me know when you are done with this, when you already install the packages running npm install, and that you already are running your project. And how to run your project, it's same, only here, only on this folder, running npm run dev. So I try to run it, but already running it here, so no need for that. When you try to run it, the output should look like this, right? Let me know if you have any complications with this. Yeah, I'm so sorry for missing this. I just assumed everyone comes from the developer background. It was my bad. So thanks for letting me know, and thanks for the patience. Um, okay, again, let me know if you have your project running and you can see this. Obviously, it will say all I'm cheetah brand because you haven't changed anything. But once we start changing this, like me, you will see the changes. Uh, Up and running from Pauli. Thank you. So, how are you doing, SLC Darmy? How are you doing, George? Yeah, how are you doing, George? Anyone? More Daniela? No, Daniela may be watching this later. Okay, I just want to know from you for SLC Darmy and George. Okay, well, that's the process. Again, I'm sorry for missing that explanation earlier. Well, I just wanted to add that if you want to do it, another easy way to do this is, for example, I'm going to close this terminal. If you are ready in your VS Code project, you're watching this, you have these like me, and it's the same page. You can click, right click, and you will have um, no, um, oh, I think Shift Command P. No, just Command P. Oh, I think it's Shift Command P. Yeah, if you hit Shift Command P, or well, I'm not sure for Windows users, but Shift Option or Control P, the one that opens you the command palette, and you type terminal, you can see here open new terminal, and click here, and this new terminal should be, yeah, this should be on the same folder that you hit this command. So here, you if you want to make sure pwd, yeah, it's the same folder. Again, it is more visual and graphic for me because I changed that my own terminal. But if you haven't, you can always make sure with pwd. And if you realized, I have my own terminal here on VS Code. So that's another way you can actually do this, because once you integrate the terminal embedded in VS Code, it's the same. You are in the same in the same folder. I'm doing well. I'm following. See the Okay. Thanks. So you have already your projects running. That's amazing. That's the big first step. The next, it's same as me. Go to this data. You will find the portfolio, but the one it was before, it was just a single line with no indentation or anything. Copy the portfolio one, erase this portfolio.json, erase it, copy the portfolio copy.json, and rename it without the copy word. And now start editing on that, and you can see. Uh, sorry, I see a comment before I continue my explanation. I haven't worked before with Next.js, or I will need to watch again the session, but I learned a lot today and will definitely be working on my portfolio with your help later. Okay, amazing. Thank you. So let's continue on this. You see, we don't necessarily need to modify itself the project. We just need to modify the data store for this. So I changed the name to Alberto because my name is Alberto. I changed the tagline for Hello Global Hack Week because we are on the Global Hack Week section. I am Alberto Camarena. I'm front-end developer and based in Mexico City, in Mexico. I want to show the blog. No, because I have no blogs this far. In case you have, feel free to come and add it here to true. You'll see how this changed. See, the blog section was removed from here. I want to show the dark mode, yes, because I love dark mode. Socials, I changed the socials for my GitHub, the socials for my LinkedIn, the socials for my Twitter, and even I a mail to me, email. I removed this other one that was blog, because I don't have a blog, sorry, not yet. And let's change this the project ones, right? So let's return to my GitHub, and if you have your project running, you can add it here, and that will be cool, really really cool. But I don't, to be honest. But what do I have? I have this API that I worked while I was working on, well, doing like my bootcamp on full stack. So I can show this here. The work is not mine, but the work is mine. Like we all, like as authors, we all work together. So shout out to Cesar, Francisco, Jose, Leonardo, Luis, and William. Uh, and yeah, I can come here, change this URL for this one. Let me see if I have an image for this. I think I don't. Yeah, this doesn't exist anymore. So no worries. Well, if no problems, I can just Google for an image called dogs. and I will open this. I'll copy the link for this, and here it is. Description. I'll copy the description of the repo, which is API for e-commerce e-pets developed with Node.js Express. And the title is e-pets API. You see? You see how Copilot helped me in that? Amazing, right? So, what other project do I have? Okay, that's a good question, to be honest. Uh, let's see. I have this project I do. I think this was my really first project. It was a recycle center, well, a page that showed you recycle centers, and I do it like a school project with Myra. Shout out to Myra if you're watching this. 4 years ago, yeah, lots of time. I think this was like my really first big project I worked on. Um, I'm not sure if I have more images, sources, assets, statics, icons, styles, components, reducers, roots. Okay. Oh, I think I have. Hmm. No, I haven't. Well, I can use this one. How I recenter web page that shows you the nearest recycling centers based on your location. Yeah. The name of this and just uh link to the repo. Oh, I can erase this. What other project do I have? Well, another good question. um, no, I think I pinned a bad project. Let me see a more recent one. Well, the one we did in the Global Hub Week, acoustic vibes. Well, this is actually a true project, and this one too. You see, I make this with Next. So, but this is a private repo. Yeah, I because I work this for a company called Acoustic Vibes. Oh, actually, this was Acoustic Vibes. Yeah, the other one called Ik Atl. Oh, oh, where is it? Yeah, here it is. So I can copy this. This will be the really first project. Yeah, is this the name? Acoustic with C vibes. Here's the URL, and as a photo, I can use this one. Yeah, I think I do. Nice, isn't it? This other one now, icatl.com.mx. Icatl. I see a project here. How many projects do you recommend you have in our portfolio? Yeah, it is not matter of numbers. Like you see, actually, I have like three online, but this is the things I work on during the last 4 or 5 years. So it's not much to show, to be honest. Uh, more of my more of my work is in individual projects, like um, even for companies like private work. If you just have one project to show, that's good enough, and you should be proud of it, and you should add more. Like not more projects. Like talk more about that specific project. What you build, how did you build it, what did you learn during the developing of it. Um, give more love if you have less projects. You know. Acoustic services company. Copy this. Okay. I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this, this other one. Spiral stereo. And an image. And I think I have another one that it's worth mentioning, which it was this one, the Halal Laboratories platform. But I don't know. Maybe that's enough. Five. Well, this asked for six, so yeah, I'll add the other one. Mhm. Oh, this is no. This was okay. What would you put here for how would we didn't specify, right? Uh, okay, amazing. So let's see how it's looking. Really good, I think. I don't know why the puppy one didn't appear. Uh, cute images from puppies. Oh, I think I removed the no. I was getting worried. Uh, I thought I would remove the. Okay, now let's look. Okay, yeah, here we are. My work, it's iPads API. This is the no, no, this one, the first project I ever had, like the really first one. This one I think was like the second. DSA Cattle one was my first self developer. What's the word for the freelancer project? Then the Spiral Stereo one. Then Acoustic Vibes. Hello Laboratories was my graduational project, the project I built for becoming a professional developer. Then I could talk about more my services and about and things like that. Uh, what it comes talking about more my services, but I don't feel like talking about this right now. We have like this about I can talk more about me in a deeper way. Uh, but then I have the resume. I can talk. I can add more labels here. For example, I'm Next.JS developer. Oh, but this is on frameworks. My bad. I do Angular. What else? I can add Tailwind, for example. Tailwind CSS. I will remove Bootstrap. Uh, Others, for example, I do 3D design, 3D modeling. Yeah, I do Blender. I don't use Unity. What else? Uh, I don't know. CNC machinery, 3D printing, Arduino, Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I can add the 3D printing thing. I do JavaScript, HTML, CSS. I can do MATLAB. I can do C++. I cannot do Java. um, yeah, I think that's all. So in the about, let's see. Well, where that was reflected, I don't know. Maybe more on the about section. But for that, I will need to get on this. So feel free to forget about this because I see no, this was not reflected. If you're a web developer, come on, take a look at this and modify all the things that you want. But for this, I wanted to show you a very easy and quick way to build your own portfolio. If you take attention to the workshop, we didn't even modify nothing from the components, from HTML, from the JavaScript, from nothing. We just needed to modify a JSON file, which is where we store our data. And I think that's the powerful thing here, because as I mentioned it, this was more focused for not web developers, for you to have uh, an easy way to display your projects, for example these mines, to display who you are, a easy way to contact you. Here you can add more information about yourselves, um, your LinkedIn, your GitHub, your Twitter. If you have Dribble, you're a designer, you're a photographer, you have pixels, you have all the things you may add by just adding here this. For example, if I wanted to add uh, another social, I can just come here and add instead of this one, this will be the fifth. I don't know, dribble, and then that link to my dribble, etc. You know, uh, that's it. That Instagram, for example, yes. Uh, actually, yeah, this is true. You see how powerful it's Copilot, but yeah, uh, really easy way to add more things. Really easy way to display your projects. Really easy way to people contact you, and once you have this, once you are done with this, you commit your changes, um, git status, git everything, git commit, ready, version 1 from global hack week. I push this, push origin main. I can come back here to the repository. Let me make a quick update here. And we can now deploy this. How? There are many ways to deploy. Here they use Netlify. In our case, we need to go to the Vercel, go to Vercel. Let's hit on the start deploying. We can import our repository from GitHub. We just need now to connect. It's really easy. It's very simple. And since we build our portfolio with Next, which is a Vercel tool, this will be just matter of clicks, right? For example, we have here, it's the first that appears to us, and it detects already the next here tool. So we click import, we add a name, we give a directory, a root, and just we click deploy, and that's it. and now we're deploying it. Really simple, you see. So let me take a minute to see the comments. Instead of just changing text, we go to the project section and analyze a bit of the webs it works. And also I noticed that the web itself contains a lot of admin features, how we can create a login page where we can authorize users. Totally, yes. As I was mentioned, I there's the tool. It's open source. You can fully change anything you want. You can add more sections. As I was telling you that I plan to add a section for the the photographs I take, like a gallery section. You see, I've changed the things about the frameworks and that kind of things that didn't appear. So we must do a thing in the about section to display them. But that's more that's more addition in depth. As I was mentioned, uh, this was just for non usual web developers to display their projects. Here, us as people, we understand this code. We can modify them as we want, and of course, you can add a login. Next has an authorization like plugin. You can use it. You can use I don't know, Firebase, Firestore, Fire authentication. You can use Auth0. You can use whatever authentication tool you want, and even ones on or yours. Um, so yeah. Also, are we using any kind of database? No. Well, no. This is not a database. This was just let's say data store, because we get the information, all the data from a file, and that's thanks to gray matter. So take a look to gray matter. It's a great plugin that allows you to um, get information from here, for example, from .json file or a markdown file. So amazing. um, how do I check my points? Sorry if you were talking about the Major League League one. I'm not sure, but you can ask in the Discord and they will help you. How did you manage to learn so much stuff? Years of experience, I'll say. As you see, I'll be developing from 5 years from now, I think. So that's it. Just experience, just time will tell, I'll say. um, and keep learning. I mean, like, if you already know, as me, web developing, start learning data science, or start learning more about design, or more about machine learning, more about artificial intelligence. Just do not stop learning anytime you have. The points of a training session. Oh yeah, yeah. For this, for the points, please ask on the Discord, and anyone from the team will help you with this. I'm sorry, I cannot answer that. We know that Next.js is better than React, but many big companies are using React. Why? Well, the thing is that it's not better. The thing is that Next.js uses React in its core. So, um, and again, the big difference is that React is a library, so it gives you all the freedom that you want for managing stuff. There's not like a React way. For example, if you think of Angular experiences, I do work with Angular on my work, so there's an Angular way to do things, and that's strict, and you cannot change it. React, for the other hand, doesn't give you a way to do things. It's just, hey, I'm a cool library, use me however you want. And actually, I think an issue I heard about React from big companies is that it does allow them to have like all the control and all the process stuff, like Angular, for example. And Next is a framework, so it kind of give you this control that the pure React doesn't give you. So I don't know. It's up to preferences. I do like a lot Next.js, but I see why many companies use only React. Um, and that's the same with choosing Gatsby, for example. That why you use just Gatsby if there exists Next? Well, again, up to preferences. Check your mail for yeah. Thanks. Uh, Next is built on top of React, and it's now Next. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Uh, so yes. So people, you see here my screen. I have my check out. Take a look at this. I have my project up and running. So I will share with you. I have my own domain, so probably later I'll customize this. But for the time, you can watch my portfolio at w at GHW's career portfolio.vercel.app, and you will find more information about me, my my documents, my personal projects, way to connect with me, either with LinkedIn, with GitHub, with Twitter, my mail, my Instagram. The Dribble one, it's fake. I for sure don't have a Dribble account, but it was just an example. You see, in less than 2 hours, we have our personal portfolio deployed, and I think that's all. I really hope you enjoyed the session. I encourage you to modify more, make it more personal, make it yours. Uh, Remember, the template it's open source, so you're free to go to the main repo and comment some issues if they have, add feature requests, more than that. You know, encourage open source. So that's it. Thank you a lot for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this session and you have a product well on your own. I want to see what you do with these portfolios. So if you want, tag me on LinkedIn, tag me on Twitter, tag me on Instagram, or whatever you want to show what you built. Give it more time to make it more yours, to personalize things, to add your information to all of these things, you know. So again, uh, kudos to Chitan Bram for making this template and all the maintainers and supporters of this project. And that's it. I will see you. So it was a pleasure to be back, and I have another session on Thursday. I think it is. It is Barbara spending session. So if you want to join me and what's it, relax for a little bit. It is complicated times. Um, Best lucks. Sorry. Can you share your LinkedIn profile and your LinkedIn Twitter? Yeah, I just shared it. It is on my personal portfolio. So remember, here's the link. You can go here. You will see the deploy of my portfolio, what we just built, and here you can find the Twitter and the LinkedIn. So yes, I'll see you. Bye bye.